Hello, it's Jimmy here at O'Reilly's. I have here to look at a Nissan NV300, which is basically a Renault Trafic or a Vauxhall Vivaro. So I've just finished one here, another one which is the Vauxhall Vivaro, doing a DPF clean. Now this one has, or needs, a similar sort of repair, but it's got a different side of a story to it, this one, so I just thought I'd make the video and tell you what's been going on. So it's been back to Nissan more than a dozen times, and it's been to 2 independent garages, and it's had new fuel injectors, new EGR valve, new glow plugs, new AdBlue injector, and various other bits and pieces, turbo pressure hose and pipe, and the turbo pressure sensor. And within a few days after it's all been done, it's had 5 or 6 forced regenerations, but each time it leaves the garage after a couple of days, the DPF block sign comes back on, and he's just come down to me to get an answer on why it's happening. Why does the DPF keep getting blocked? So we're going to have a look at it and find out. Okay, so it's got engine failure hazard message on and a spanner on the dashboard there. It's got around about 180 millibars of pressure at revs, and we have, I did try and clear some of the codes, but they just come straight back. So 2002 92 particle filter clogged, and a 2002 91 particle filter outside tolerances. Also an engine oil dilution comes up, and he said the engine oil has been changed, I think he said 13 times in the last 12 months. Now the van was under warranty. It's been going to Nissan. It's been there more than a dozen times, like I said, and each time they just keep saying, well, we fixed the problem, but then a couple of days later the problem comes back, and they say they don't know why the particle filter keeps getting clogged. So now, unfortunately for me, what I'm going to have to do for this is, we've got almost 200 millibars of pressure on the DPF. So what I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to have to attempt to clean this DPF to find out if it's cleanable, because what we have here is just a particle filter clogged and engine oil dilution, which has already been done. The engine oil's been changed, and the particle filter was regenerated, forced regenerated. And a couple of days later it comes back. Now I've just cleared these, took it for a drive, and they've come straight back again. So what I'm going to need to do is try and clean the DPF, and hopefully if we see that DPF pressure come down from 180 to 200, it was at 210, but it's come down to 180. So if it comes down from around the 200 mark down to what we want it sitting at idle is around about 5 or 6 millibars of pressure. If we get it down there, we know all is going to be good. If it doesn't come down there, the reason these faults are going to be coming back is because the DPF is damaged or melted. Okay, if we have a look down here, we can see it's had a few shiny parts fitted to it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to remove one of these sensor holes here, and we'll get some cleaning fluid injected in and then see how it goes. Now, before I finish this video or start it, what I'm going to say is I've already got a feeling that I think the DPF is damaged, but just to confirm it, we're going to have to put some cleaner in there. And what I'm doing, I'm not going to guarantee that this cleaner is going to work, but we need to find out. So there's only one way to do that, which is attempt to clean it. Okay, we've put the DPF cleaner pipe in through the oxygen sensor. I've removed that with a 22mm spanner. We're now already just putting the cleaning fluid in. So I've got this kit here. It's a pressurized bottle with the fluid from Launch UK. Getting that squeezed in. Okay, that's all been connected back up. Now, what I've just been told by the customer as well is they've put a new catalytic converter on it and the AdBlue injector down below. So this is the DPF, and then further down you've got the catalytic converter. Okay, we're back in the van. We'll hold the revs back up. It's really difficult to get these to stay at around about 3000 RPM, but you see it just starts creeping up. Hold the pressure there. Hold it there. We've got around about 220. Let's put a graph on that. Okay, so that has come down, yeah. I should have probably showed it at the start of the video, but we had like 850 millibars of pressure there. But what we want to see here, like I said now, on revs, we want to see this at 50 40 to 60 millibars. 200 is still not good enough, but we'll hold the revs here now for a couple of minutes. See where we're sitting. Where are we sitting at idle? Let's let that idle down. Oh, we've got 50, but obviously that's still high. Want to see that around about 4 to 6 millibars of pressure. So I'll continue to hold these revs for a couple of minutes and we'll get back. Okay, so we seem to have evened out there around about 158 millibars. Let's let it idle down and see where we're at. Still 36. So that's what I was expecting to see with this, is that the DPF pressure is going to be sitting a little bit too high, so it's constantly going to be trying to regenerate, and then the van will just give up after a certain length. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset the DPF adaptions, take the vehicle on a test drive, see if it's going to do its own regen, or see if it's capable of doing its own regen, and then we will know for sure after that. Right, adaptives after replacing the DPF. I'm going to press that. Turn off that radio. Okay, command is in progress. Okay, now that's all done, we can clear the faults. Yes, completed. Let's just read and make sure that they have cleared. Okay. Now I'm just going to reset the oil change interval. I know I haven't changed the oil, but it's been done 12 times or 13 times apparently. Just reset that, just so I know it's been reset. Okay, now I've got these two items to look at during a test drive: the particle filter pressure and the temperature upstream of the particle filter. So that should reach 600 degrees if the regeneration process is working, and this should come down to sort of 4 to 6 millibars of pressure at idle. If it doesn't do that, then we know we have a problem with the DPF. Okay, we can see the DPF there is coming up to 600 degrees. So I know the regen process is working now. Okay, so what we've got is around about 90 millibars of pressure. Now, after clean's done, at idle, we've still got 20. So unfortunately, even though it's kind of close, 20 millibars of pressure is too high. It needs to be under 10. Maximum, really, you'd like to see it as 8 millibars of pressure. But 21 millibars of pressure is no good. And unfortunately, that's why he is going to get, again, maybe within a few days or so, he's going to get the DPF issue come back. It's going to need a replacement DPF to fix this. So that's it. It's a Nissan NV. Is it NV200 or 300? This one, whichever. Anyway, but that's it. It's going to need a new DPF, unfortunately. I don't know why he wasn't told that before, but now he knows. See you in the next video.